Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Here it is, part 2 of I'm Bad, I'm Nationwide. Let's cover and learn how to play the solos. The way I'm going to organize this video is that I'm going to play a phrase of the solo and then I'm going to stop and slow it down and call out most of, if not all of the notes for you so you can pick up each phrase and practice them separately. Without any further ado, let's get after it. Thanks. Okay, here's the first phrase in the middle solo section. Okay, that's the first phrase. Essentially, you're playing most of this solo from the 8th position, that's right here, 8th fret, minor pentatonic for C blues scale, I should say, that's what this is. Occasionally we go down here, which you just saw me do in the first phrase, so let's walk through that and show you what I did. The first lick is the blend lick. I showed you that in the first video because it was in the intro. I'll show it to you here again. You're bending up from 10 to 12 on the 3rd string, and at the same time you're playing the B flat note, which is the 2nd string, 11th fret. You get that sound. And then you go, okay, which is 3rd string 8, 4th string 10. Then the octave riff is, the first note is you play the low C on 6th string 8th fret. Okay, and the way that I'm dial in here so you can see what I'm doing with the picking hand as well. I'm muting the 5th string with the flesh of my first finger that's playing this note. And then I'm up here on the 10th fret of the 4th string to play the octave C. So the first note is a downstroke on that low C, and then upstroke here. That's how that's done, or at least that's how I'm hearing it and how I was able to do it to get it as close to the record as I could. So a little more pace, it goes like this. Okay, and again the whole thing. If you're not good at that, and that's a harder move to do, that's going to take some practice. Just start slowly, you know. If you, with regard to your picking technique, I've learned over the recent past that sometimes it's easier to play those kind of phrases rather than with a wrist motion, with an arm motion. So I'm kind of moving like this with my whole forearm from the elbow as opposed to from the wrist. I picked that up from a fantastic jazz player and teacher, Barry Green, who I've taken some lessons from, video lessons that is. Anyway, that's that. Then the lick down here on the first position is on the 3rd and 4th strings. It's okay, pretty straightforward, just 1st and 3rd fret on both of those strings. Hammer on 4th string, then 1st string. So you've got to, your picking technique is going to be challenged here, and it will improve in learning this solo if you can't quite do these moves yet. I'm upstroking the 3rd string and downstroking the 4th string, so that's like an economical movement to get those notes. So it's 3rd string 1st, 4th string 3rd, and then 3rd string 3rd. So that's the move. Okay, that's the whole first phrase. Then it repeats it again twice. here comes the next phrase. I'll play the whole thing. Okay, so what did I do? The first part of the lick is, again, bending here on this 3rd string, 10th fret. You don't play the blend at that time, you just do the single note. And it's not a full bend to the whole step, it's just like a half step up. And then drop it down to the 8th fret, pick that note. Okay, and then the next riff is this. Okay, so again, 8th position. I'm 4th string, 8th fret. Pull off, 10, 8. Then to the 5th string, 10. Then 10, 8 on 4, 10, 8 on 4, back and forth. Twice, and then you walk down, you get the blue note in here, 10, 9, 8. Slide to 6, and then play 8, 6 again. Okay, so again, kind of half pace. Okay, and then the next piece is like this. And then it goes back into the lick, which is in the intro solo, which I taught you in part 1 of this tune. So, back to what I did here. Now I'm in the 6th position. You know, it's like the extension, downward extension of the main minor pentatonic. So I'm on the 6th string, 6th fret, hammer to 8, then 5th string, and then back to that C note, 8th fret, 6th string. Okay, and then 6 and 8 on the 5th string. And bend that up a little bit. And if you can get a pinch harmonic in there as well, if you know how to do that, Billy's doing that here and there throughout this solo as well. Teaching pinch harmonics is probably a different lesson. Okay, and then you come up here. Okay, so what did I do? I'm back to this this F note, which is, you know, a major spot in the solo here. It's kind of a standard pentatonic lick. You roll that down to the 10th fret on the 4th string. I'm not calling out all these notes because I'm playing it slowly and it's the same strings and the same notes, you know, this minor pentatonic box on the 8th position. So just listen to it and I'll do it slowly one more time for you so you can start to get it under your fingers. So that's the whole thing there. Now let's get on to the outro solo. Okay, here is the solo for the outro, and I'll do it in the same format. I will, play a phrase at or close to speed, and then I will break it down for you and show you what I'm doing. First one is like this. Okay, that's the first one. So I'm starting here with the first finger on the 10th fret of the 3rd string, hammering on to 12, and then coming back, sliding back to the 8th position to play 8th fret. Maybe a little half quarter bend up as I get out of that note. And then 10, 8 on the 4th string. Then the next riff is starting on the 5th string, 8th fret. Hammer to 10, then 8, 8 on the 4th and 3rd string. Okay, to 10 on the 4th. Then start down here in the 3rd position, slide up to 6. 6 and then 8 with your ring finger. Then 6, 8 on the 5th string. Bend that up a little bit. Okay, all the same notes there. You know where I am, 5th and 6th strings. And then the bass riff comes in there. That's what that is, by the way, if you wanted to know that. That's the bass playing that. Okay, after the bass riff, this second phrase comes in, and it's kind of same spot, but slightly different riffs going on here. Okay, next passage is like this. Okay, slowly. I didn't move from the 8th position, if you notice. Just a little bend up there from 10 and then back. Then on the 2nd string, 8. Third string 10, 2nd string 8, 3rd string 8, 4th string 10. And then 5th string 6, 8. 4th string, and then this quick little thing here is, so you're doing a lot of hammering on and pulling off, but you're only picking in certain spots. So it's like this. It's actually harder to do slowly than it is to do fast, in my humble opinion. That's how that's done. That might take a little bit of practice again if your picking technique and your trilling, that's a trill there when you go like that. So work on that if you need to work on that. But that's what he's doing. All right, with the third passage in this outro solo. That's 6th position, 6th string and 5th string. Hammer on to 6 to 8. Then 6, 8 on the fifth. Okay, here's the next riff. Okay. This one is a little tricky, just because it's got a little bit of a weird combo of notes played in sequence. You start on the same F note, bending up a little bit here on the third string. That's the first part of it. And then you got to roll after you hit the 10th fret, third string, roll to the fourth string. Okay, that's the first part. So I'm stopping on the fourth string, 8th fret, then come back to the third string, 10th fret. Okay, so that part is 10, 8, 10, 8 on the second, 8 on the third, 10 on the fourth. Whole thing slowly so far. Last part is like this. Okay. Again, all in the same spot. 10, 8. So that whole thing slowly. Okay? And that's that part. So I think you guys got that from having taught other parts of this tune. That's all right in there, you know, and it's got the blend lick at the end. Okay, next lick is like this. Okay? So what I do? Essentially, again, right here now, I chose to start with my ring finger rather than my pinky on the 11th fret. Let me play that slowly. Again, this is all notes right in here, so it's more just understanding the combination of what he's doing. That's a slightly different move, so I'll talk you through that one. I'm on the second string, 8 to 11, then back to 8, and then first string 8, and then slide into the same note on the second string, 13. Okay? Okay, next part is like this. Again, 8th position, getting sound like a broken record saying that over and over again. Blend riff. Same notes, same positions. And the very last riff Goes like this. This one starts down here in the first position and kind of stays down in this area. It's the one where it's a trill move. And the song is fading out at that point, and that's kind of it. So again, back here you're on the 6th string, 6th string 1-3, and then 5th string 1-3, and then this trill thing. So same idea as the trill lick in the earlier part of the solo. You just got to get that motion down and the right picking sequence. Okay, so that was that whole thing. They're slightly slower. Let me do it one more time, even slower than that if I can, with the trill. That note there is on the 4th fret of the 2nd string. Other than that, it was 3-5. You do that twice, and then you come up here for one of those another one of those blend riffs, and then you're out. So that is just about everything in those two solos. Hard to call out every single note because some of it's repetitive. I hope that gets you much farther way along into learning this song and the solos in it and some of the riffs in the style of Billy Gibbons. So thanks so much for watching. Leave me comments in the comments section. Let me know what you like and what's not working for you, and I'll make adjustments as I go, and also suggest other tunes. You know, I'm a classic rock guitar player for the last 30 some odd years, so that's what I know the most, and that's what I'm here to teach you guys, those of you who want to learn some of the stuff that I can do a little bit better than you can. Again, thanks so much for watching. Take it easy.